You ready?
No, I'm Josh.
I'm Banks. We are Odd Places Going,
Viral.
and this is our mic right here.
Yes. Our snowball.
Snowball mic.
Snowball. Nice.
Josh, what's more difficult, asking for money or asking for someone to do something for you?
Ooh. Really depends on what that do something is. But I would think for me, if I had to just generalize, I would say money.
It's going to be more difficult to ask people for money.
Yeah, I hate asking for money.
Okay, well, what about other
Absolutely.
people? What about other people? What do you think they?
Oh,
I mean, okay, that's you.
I think money. I still think people,
Have
look,
this.
we're raised to hate money. Nobody likes to ask for money.
Yeah. You're
I'd
right.
rather ask for like a kidney if I needed a kidney transplant than to ask for money.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so fascinating. And you would get a kidney.
Yeah.
You
Probably
more than
would.
likely you would get a kidney.
Before I get money.
That is good to know, because I'm in the middle of my campaign. I just began my campaign, and I'm asking people for money, and
How does it, and you have no problem. We've talked about this.
I have no problem. I don't want to overdo it. I do it once. If they show interest, I'll
What's overdoing it?
like more than 3 times asking the same person. You know,
Why?
I have it down to my family where I ask once because they have a bad taste in their mouth of me asking for money years ago
Okay.
when I made films.
But let me ask you a question. If you ask them once and they say no,
No, they don't answer.
they just don't answer.
Yeah,
So they didn't say no.
they didn't say no.
So
You're right.
why not ask again?
Hey, you guys didn't say no. Well, here's I probably should be transparent than that is. I said when I asked them, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna ask you only once." That's good. I could have left that out. I was giving them an out like immediately.
Yeah.
Um,
But they always had the out. They can always
Yeah.
just say no or not answer.
don't you think they feel obligated though?
But see, the thing about sales, for example, is it takes like 5 to 9 touch points, they call it,
Yeah, I know.
before someone says yes.
Believe me, I know
So
that.
how do you ask someone one time? Family, all right, put family into a different category. They either
Other
like you
people.
or hate you or whatever. They think you're a clown, who knows? But other people, you've got to ask them more than once.
Okay, until they actually say no.
Even
Right.
after they say no.
I don't even think they. I don't even think
Until they say, don't talk to me again.
I can't do that. I can't do that. That is difficult.
I'm not saying pester them, but why not just reach out every week or a couple of weeks?
Say, hey, have you
Hey.
reconsidered? Do you want to give me some money now?
So we've talked about sales before.
Right.
Hopefully, you're not reaching out just asking for money. Hopefully, you're trying to provide value and people like you and then want to donate. There's a difference, right? Between, hey, can I have some money versus, hey, let me share my thoughts on this particular topic and maybe it'll change the way you look at things in your day. By the way, I'm also running. And if you like some of the stuff I'm saying,
That's yeah. I get that. That's like I'm sliding it in. I'm sliding in this agenda that I want money.
okay, give me the alternative. Hi, I'm Banks. Give me money. Like, what's the
No.
alternative?
No.
Give me a
no.
different way of
No.
doing it.
How do I ask somebody for money and not ask them for money? Okay. It's
Okay.
not manipulation, it's motivation. Okay, and I think we
Right.
discussed this. So I don't manipulate them into giving me money. Blah, 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 blah. You're beautiful, you're wonderful. Hey, give me some money. That.
Right. We talked about that. You're not asking for money
Right.
directly. You're saying, do you want to join this cause? Here's what I believe in. Here's some value I'm going to provide. Do you want to join my circle? Do you want to get into this? Go to my site. And they'll find the donate button, all that stuff. So you're not actually asking for money necessarily.
You're right. I mean, here's. I know that I have to be on it, and I'm okay with being on it. I'm not okay with asking a lot. I mean, like coming right to the point of saying, "Give me money." I want money. Can give me. I mean, if they come back and they ask a question, blah, 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 and then I can end with, "Hey, you can donate here," and I
I'm still asking for money. But how?
I don't really ask them, face to face for money. It's always like a text, a message, an email.
Okay.
So it's not, you know, and if I see them in person,
What if you just ask them, how much do you support? Here's what I stand for. Here's my cause, civility. We got to bring civility back to government and politics. How much do you support that? Do you support it at the $1 level, the $100, the 1,000, the 10,000, the 5 million, the Oprah level? Right? Like, what's the
1,000 is the top. I can't do any more than 1,000.
you can't? Oh, is that the limit on per person?
Yeah, that's per person.
Really?
Yeah, 1,000. However, if you have like 10 kids, then you know it could be 10.
You need a pack.
Yeah, then they can get as much money as they want. You're
Exactly.
right.
You can get all the dark money you want. See, why are you sticking with the white meat? You got to get to the dark meat. That's where the juicy stuff is.
Yeah. Okay. So I like that because you're putting the impetus on them. I haven't gotten to that point in the conversation with somewhere where I've been like, okay, how much does civility mean to you? Does it mean
literally
$5?
how much does it mean to you?
Yeah. To be in a world, in a country that believes in civility and actually acts on civility. You know, is it worth $1,000 to you? Is it worth 500? Is it worth 200?
And remember too, money's a game of numbers. So it's not just trying to get $100 from 1,000 people. You can get $10 from 10,000 people. So when you talk to people, it's not just money you want, it's also you want them to introduce you to other people they know.
Yes.
That's just a game of numbers. The more people, the more money.
Yeah.
So it's just always averages out that way.
And I have done that. I've said if you can't give money now, could you share this with 3 of your friends? Could you?
Of course they can. Why would you?
Would you?
Oh, would you?
I'm gonna work on my.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's share this.
Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is, yes, you're right. It is starting these ripples and getting them to go, and then all of a sudden this ripple hits this ripple, and these people know each other, and all of a sudden, oh wow, yeah, I know that guy. I met him here. I'm trying to create stories, and that is every person that I ask, I want them to tell a story, how they met me or how I make them feel when they're around me. And I don't know if that's humble or not. I got a feeling that it's kind of douchey, a little douchey, but the thing is, it's a story. Tell them a story about how you know me.
How you know me.
Or
What if you told a story about them? Something you learned about them that you thought was interesting.
yes, but I'm trying to get them to tell their friends, you see?
Right. So if you told a story about them on social media, let's say on a post,
Yeah.
and they shared it out to their friends and family,
You
would
know,
that work?
I'm doing it the
And there was
opposite.
a link to your
I'm doing it
site.
the opposite way because I'm waiting for them to give me money, and then I share the little story about them.
Okay.
And I tag them, and then
I would do it for everyone though. Everyone you meet that if you found something interesting about them, share that. Hey, guess who I met today?
Yes.
I met this person. This is what we talked about. This was fascinating. Here's my favorite part of our conversation.
Yes.
And
Oh my
then
God, yeah.
if civility is important to you, click here because you're always going to put your link to your site.
Yes.
And then you're going to message them. You're going to tag them in it.
Yeah.
And remember, when you tag someone, they can add it to their profile with a click of a button.
Right.
And you can also private message them saying, hey, please share this out. Right.
That might work because you know what? Every day
Sharing is caring, baby. Sharing is caring.
that might work. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to authentically do this. And I have to get to the money. And I even say, hey, I'm in the middle of campaigning right now and fundraising. You know what that means? I'm going to ask you for money, you know, to be as transparent or as blatant as I possibly can be.
So what we just came up with is good. If you want to kick it up a notch, you can actually interview them. You could do a quick video. Hey, I'm with Banks. What are you excited about today? Like what's going on in your life you want to share? Because I want to, or what's your definition of civility? What do you think about civility? Why is civility important to you, or is it not important to you?
Yeah.
Right, whatever. Just come up with like 2 or 3 questions. Do a quick video, post that.
That's a good point because I find myself not wanting to put the camera in front of me social media.
You're the interviewer.
Yes, social media is. I mean, I see I'm on TikTok now, and I see so many videos of people just dancing and posing, and I'm just like, I don't want that.
You need the civility spotlight. And you're gonna get you have to get a selfie stick so you can go and do the interview like this. Civility spotlight
Not
with
me.
thanks helpful.
No, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it. I'll be.
No, you've got to be. You're interviewing. It's both of you in it.
How do I? How about if they just get like half my face, like that much of my face? How about that?
Is that only half of you running for office? What are you so afraid of?
No, it's not that. It's not that I'm afraid of. It's that so many people, it's all look at me, look at me, look at me. I mean,
Yes, but you're not. It's not look at you. You're interviewing them. You're making them shine. The whole purpose of that interview is to make them look
why not
great.
have it like this? And I interview you, and boom, Josh, tell me about civility.
Yeah, I guess you could.
You hear me, you see them, and they shine. And
I think it would make them more uncomfortable.
you think
I
so?
think if they're the only ones in front of the camera, they're going to get more nervous than if it was just you two together and doing a kind of a joint, just fun conversation.
I mean,
That's my
like
guess.
what you and I are doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. I'm comfortable with
Yeah.
this. We've done this for what, 2 years, going on 3 years, maybe.
Yeah. So the civility spotlight is on them. You're taking part in it. You're still and then your mug gets on the camera too.
Really?
Write it, man. Write it.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places Going
Viral.